Hi, this is Paul Sveto of Windows Phone Central, here with a video review of Crimson Dragon Side Story, an Xbox game for Windows Phone. Okay, Crimson Dragon has a lot to offer. Let's look at the skill list real quick. This game has an absolute ton of unlockable skills, over 170 of them. They're broken up into various categories. To unlock these, you'll do things like beating certain levels or beating a level with a certain weapon or reaching different score milestones. Some of them are tied to leaderboards, the GPS function. Okay. And they cost a currency called gems to unlock. Now, some gems you'll unlock via the GPS feature. Basically, the game keeps track of how far you've traveled while playing it. Like, you just have to boot up the game and check in like this. And when you hit different milestones, you'll be rewarded with gems and unlock new skills. Besides that, you can also buy gems with Microsoft points on the marketplace. The prices are pretty reasonable. The number of gems you could unlock in the game normally probably would not cover unlocking all the skills. So if you want all the achievements, you might have to do that, although there are a few tricks. Okay, at first you'll only have access to story mode, but once you complete it, then you unlock mission mode. Story mode consists of 5 stages. Before you enter either mode, you'll select 3 different things to take into the level. The main skill, basically there are 3 main kinds of weapons and then 2 variants of each one. This kind, the plasma ray, and is a lock-on type weapon. It's by far the best option. Then you have a sub-skill and action skills, which you can activate during a level. So here are the 5 different worlds. We'll just jump into one. These story scenes that play out are fairly interesting. They don't make a terrific amount of sense all told, but they feature some lovely art, and it's more that you'd get from your average shoot 'em up. Here we go. The graphics are fully 3D and they look good for a Windows Phone game. So I'm using a lock-on weapon. That means I have to highlight the enemies and then release, and my shots will fire at them. You fly around through different areas of the level basically automatically. This is called a rail shooter. Because of the perspective, it's similar to a shoot 'em up, but as you can see, I only control my vertical movement, not my horizontal position on the screen. So you just kind of have to worry about dodging and aiming, but the dodging is not as complex as in some other games. Even if you don't like bullet hell shooters like Dodonpachi, you can still have a lot of fun with this game because the difficulty is much lower, and it's actually a lot deeper. There's tons of stuff to unlock, a bunch of variants on each level. One of the objectives is to keep a combo going by killing enemies in a row as quickly as possible, and that's important for earning high scores, which are necessary to unlock certain skills, but otherwise are not a big deal. Okay, now you get willpower as you kill enemies. This is my willpower meter over here. It shows that I have 3 levels of it right now. If I tap that, then I use the ability I had equipped, which filled up my life. But there's other abilities you could use besides that, of course. Now I'm at the boss. These bosses are all really large and impressive. Actually, one of them takes way too many hits to kill, but this guy's fine. His life meter at the bottom. So I've just got to hit his weak points as much as possible, dodge his attacks. Did it. You're rewarded with points and a letter grade depending on various things like how many enemies you killed, how long it took, etc. And then you get a little bit of experience. Collect more experience and you level up, your attacks get stronger, and you get more units of life. And I unlocked a new skill. Alright, I've finally killed 5 of those guys. Here's mission mode. As you can see, there are quite a lot of missions. These are basically variations on regular levels. There's harder versions of each of the 5 main regular levels. There are different combinations where like you'll fly through the levels but not fight the bosses, or you'll fight only the bosses, or different combinations of bosses. Mission mode adds quite a lot of replay value to the game, much more than you'd find in a regular shoot 'em up. It's very addicting, finishing all these off, trying for higher grades, and unlocking more skills. Crimson Dragon's Side Story is one of the best games on Windows Phone, in my opinion. If you like console games and traditional types of video games, then you'll really enjoy how close this is to one of those games. And it just has quite a lot to do. It only costs $1, so it's a terrific value, whether or not you choose to spend money on gems. It is a little bit buggy with some of the achievements and the GPS function, but hopefully those will be fixed with a patch. Right now I'm just enjoying flying around on my dragon. Thanks for watching. Read the full review at wpcentral.com.